enough to keep us in drink. It's all I need to know.
Never knew you to be sentimental. Logical, not sentimental.
The whiff of chemistry assails you. You know that it's all in your imagination, but still your throat constricts, your stomach turns, and your vision swims before you. As your vision clears, the spirit is revealed, a lizard. He has eyes only for the lizard lone for him. He turns to you. He looks insane. He takes a deep breath and exhales. A cloud of greenish gas envelops you, and suddenly you are him. You're the Black Widowmaker, deep down in black shadows, setting your latest creation to paper. A deadly brew that looks and tastes like an elixir. It's your best work yet. You sip a celebratory tonic, and you realize you've made your last mistake. Your throat constricts. Acid burns your guts. Your heart slows to a halt. You slump forward. A kin appears, a lone wolf. She takes your book, but you're already dead.
Maybe that's why I ain't landed a mark in a while. I'm unhappy. Or maybe I'm just...
He intensifies his gaze on the lizard lone wolf before she'd soon be dead.
Then leave. Your living is nothing if you're unhappy. Never knew you to be sentimental.
An elegant lizard lone wolf smokes Drudenay through an ornate pipe. She turns one eye on you, raises the brow above it.
It wasn't I who switched his drinks. Besides, his death saved lives, so let's hear no more about it. Summing up, I can't help you, so get lost.
She puffs upon the pipe and blows the smoke towards you. When it clears, she's looking away again, as if you were never there.
So tired.
She takes a draught and blows...
Looking fresh, gorgeous. What I wouldn't give to climb your tree.
My mate Fernerd once nabbed a seed that had fallen on Mummy Dearest's trunk chest thing. He was never the same after that. I guess losing half your face does something to a guy. Or so my mum says.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
The spirit of a paladin knight leans his head to one side, revealing the huge gash in his neck that nearly took his head off, and grins, a green glint in his eye. When he speaks, he whispers.
She's stronger than you know. Stronger than you know, girl. And faster, too.
Hand forward and, with a jolt, you are him. You're with Paladin Tom Hardwin, your best friend, on your way to arrest the notorious murderess known to all as Mummy Dearest. You find the dwarven lone wolf in a tavern at the bar. She doesn't look like much. You stand behind her. Tom Hardwin calls her name. The bar goes quiet. She doesn't turn, but you see her reach. You step forward to protect Hardwin as the axe comes around. In a moment, you're staring at the ceiling with Tom's hands pressing on your neck. A tavern wench is screaming. And Tom can't stop the blood, and through the panic and the tears, he puts his own price on the lone wolf's head. You just lie there thinking. She's stronger than you knew, and faster too. He tilts his head once more, the great wound that killed him yawning open. He begins to laugh.
Off the top of my head? She's stronger than you know, and faster too. And here's the thing. She hates the wet. It makes her itch, and she makes mistakes. If only it would rain.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist, and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blade sings.
Everart. Name means nothing. And anyway, I had nothing to do with it. And nor did this axe. I took it from an elven raider a day or two ago. That belongs to the original elven owner. Doesn't it add character? It will if you swing it at me. Especially if you're an elven raider with more enthusiasm than skill. Alright, we're done. Bugger off.
She returns.
It's the waiting that gets you.
Laughter plays upon the lone wolf's spirit lips, but madness flashes in his eyes. His flittering gaze never quite comes to rest on you.
Hey, wanna have some fun? A joke, of course. A prank, if you will. Tell Slumberjack here that Mudbarrow wants his money. You greedy smell guilt. Yes, my sleepy friend here killed me for my bloody gold. Serves me right for all the things I did. The irony. Ask her where the money is. I'd love to see the murdering little loiter basket lose her money. My money. What are you waiting for? Tell the sleepy sourpuss here that Mudbarrow wants his money back, and we'll see what happens.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not. Mudbarrow. Mudbarrow? Your hand is cold, Mudbarrow.
She stretches, shifts position, but doesn't wake up.
Your money's hidden on the beach, Mudbarrow, by the water. But you won't find it, 'cause you're dead.
She's gonna be so mad. When she finds that money gone.
He slaps his thigh, tears of mirth rolling down his cheeks. Doubt crosses his face as he realizes he's stuck here forever, and there are no more jokes to make.
Now?
Panic rises. And as the black shadow of eternity looms over him, he becomes hysterical. And what was once laughter is now an anguished scream.
Wait, what?
She mutters in her
I never liked you anyway, Mudbarrow. You or your shite sense of humour. Don't think you haunt me, dead man. You or the Godwoken that we killed.
Maybe that's why I ain't landed a mark in it.
The spirit of a young woman stares in blissful devotion at the lone wolf alchemist. She gazes at the dwarven lone wolf, adoration in her eyes.
Piss off!
Unless you got money. Not likely anything you can afford. Right! Pissed off!
Careful now, that's a trap. What's this? I found something.
Then leave. Unhappy. Or maybe I'm just recording.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over.
Are you sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan?
They'd be daft to come back. And speak.
I bet you're the musical sort. You've thought about taking up the lute. I got a few ready to go, all freshly strung. A shame. Everyone's got a melody in 'em. You just gotta look. My brother Laszlo couldn't carry a tune in a bucket when he were a wee thing. Now he's got the voice of an angel. He's all right then, yeah? I am so pleased just where he's walking and talking. Ain't no surprise he'd be suffering the blues. But that'd never squash his spirit. I hate the Magisters for what they'd done. Stole me brother. Stole me heart. I keep going though, hoping to get to Ark sooner than later. Lucian's Day crowds will be wanting some musical trifles. Useful? Ah, you mean deadly. Used to make bows and fletch arrows, but left that hobby behind. There's no shortage of suffering, that's for sure. Maybe I could do me part to help your efforts. Come back later then. I need a bit of time to carve something useful. Hello? Anything else you want to chat about? Use the best wood I can find. Good rosewood ain't too common, but lute's made from it croon like songbirds. I like playing too, though my brother Laszlo was the real talent. Duets with him brought out the best in me. Shame to you.
There's paladins up ahead, men of my vintage. I wonder if I served with any of them back in the war.
Halt, traveller, if you please. Who goes there? Ha! If you're looking for adventure, east's the way to go. It's a void-woken hellhole over there, sorcerer at work. Powerful one. Of course, you could wait for the Magisters to sort them out. You'll be waiting. Holding the fort like we always do. Usually the fort in question is bigger than this one, but you do the job in front of you, don't you? Seems someone high up doesn't trust the Magisters to do their jobs out there. What should you expect beyond the bridge? Ha! Expect sorcery of the highest order. Expect Voidwoken, bigger and badder than you've ever seen. Expect the void. Expect to die. Go on through, adventurer. We won't stop you. You still hanging around? And here's me thinking you were looking for a...
Until war is done, I shall not weep while blood still runs. I'll hold my...
Heading east? If I were you, I wouldn't. You look tough, but you ain't tough enough. East'll be your funeral. The rolling pastures of Paradise Downs ain't paradisical no more.
You've hit a nerve. He looks away.
Ain't none of your business why I'm still here.
He can't look you in the eye.
I left my girl out there, all right? Sally and me got split up, and I said we'd meet up here. And I ain't going back out there looking for her. You can judge me all you want. I ain't ashamed. She'll do better with an ordinary man with flaws than a dead hero with none. You ain't seen it out there. You'll find your own limits quick enough.
He turns away. He can't or won't.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
I shall not weep while blood still...
A weary paladin strips equipment from the bodies of the dead, singing softly to himself. He looks you up and down, then nods a greeting.
Oh, pity you just arrived. We could have used adventurers like you in that last fight. We're short-handed, deserters, if you can believe that. Abandoned their post and wandered off into the wastelands. Left their friends here to die. It's shameful.
He grabs you by the shoulder and forces you to look at the bodies at his feet.
See that, adventurer? That's Lord Godfrey and Guy Falchard. They were my friends. Their friends, too. Fortimere, Gale, Adlard, and Job. These 4 paladins left their posts, and now their friends are dead. You are loyal, or you aren't. And if you aren't, then people die. Friends die. See the captain, if you will, adventurer. Maybe he'll put some work your way. You can follow your own path all you wish. Move along,
The spirit mouths the words to a mourning song. If you listen carefully, you can hear her whisper.
I shall not mourn till war is done.
The spirit
I shall not hold my tears when weeping comes, and I'll avenge my darling one.
She turns back to her fallen self once more, her eyes glistening.
By Lucian's sword, we meet again. Would that circumstances were better here than in Fort Joy, but they're not. The Voidwoken lie in wait beyond the bridge. The Magisters are out there on the blasted heath hunting sorcerers. So travel safe now, friend. Perhaps we shall meet again once more, in this life or the next.
I heard you might be coming through this way. Good on you for the help you gave Loar. Good on you indeed. Happy to. Some of that stuff's not bad, friend. It's a little better now if I say so myself. Good luck to you.
If you're looking to fight, I can use the help. If you're looking to chat while enjoying the view, then bugger off.
Sighting a stocky paladin seated ahead, Ifan tugs at your sleeve.
This one I remember. Hardwin and I served together back in the war. Let me do the talking.
The two men embrace, amicably enough, but you sense an uneasy tension running beneath their smiles.
Well, as I live and scarcely breathe, if it isn't Ifan Ben Mesd. I thought you died in the death fog. Thought you died a hero. But I suppose it's better to live as one. We really gave those Black Ring what for, eh? Wiped them all out in the blink of an eye. Damned proud to have served with you, Ben Mesda. Damned proud.
Ifan's face turns sour as he mutters something under his breath that only the paladin can hear. Hardwin loses all camaraderie and blanches, stepping backwards. He puts one hand on his weapon.
You've changed. And for the worse. I'll not have the sacrifices of my fallen brothers maligned to my face. You survived, Ben Mesda. Be thankful for that, if nothing else.
Well now, how's my favourite god woken?
Ifan claps you on the... A senior paladin sits hunched over a tattered map. He registers your presence, sits back in his chair, taps his fingers on the map.
Who are you, and who sent you?
He appraises you with a look, then grimly grins.
I think I've heard about you. Didn't you free the Meister from the gallows in Driftwood? Ah, yes. Discretion is the soul of valour, as they say. I may have a job for a woman of great valour and discretion. Interested? The truth. Between battlefield losses and desertion, I barely have enough live bodies to hold the bridge. Besides, this job is better done by someone other than a paladin. Someone like you.
He taps a finger on the map on the table.
Here, in the Black Pits, are White Magisters. Their operation is shrouded in mystery, and this pricks our ears. We are gravely concerned. We believe the White Magisters may have strayed into the darkness. We suspect that Dallas herself and her master Vriedemann are the inspiration for these dark endeavors. Look under the white veil of secrecy and report back. How much do you want? I have fewer paladins to pay, so I have ready gold. But there are limits.
He thinks on this.
It's a hefty amount. But for a job well done, we can stretch to it.
He offers you an item. A whistle-like device sits nestled in your hand.
When you're ready, send a war owl. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous place these days. And I'd like to think I'll hear from you again. And, adventurer...
He looks you in the eye.
Don't get caught.
You're human, aren't you? You're not straw. But I bit some straw. It was shaped a little like you, but then it moved and threw me off it.
The rabbit shakes its head.
No, I'm dizzy. I hit my head when the straw man threw me in the air.
The little squirrel cowers beneath a leafy frond, peeping up at you through liquidy eyes that tremble with terror.
Please, please don't step on me. My brother was stomped by that ugly bridge troll. I saw his eyeball pop.
Before you lies a primitive... The stones at gentle heat. The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you, its source unclear. Fractured whispers surround you. God woken. The word flutters against your ear. You are my champion. You cannot fail. A jolting sensation pierces your heart. As the shock fades, you realize you've absorbed a modicum of source, seemingly from the air around you. The whispers shuffle away, and the air shifts. Whatever was here a moment ago is gone now. The altar lies in silence, glowing faintly with a familiar...
Look out! There's a trap nearby.
Ain't you getting tired of it, though? Same contract over and over. How many of them can there be?
Do you know him? Are you his friend? That man, the bad man, he likes to hurt people. He hurt me real bad.
You must be curious.
Do you know him? He hurt...
Imagine all those memories.
I have nothing to say to you.
You sure about that?
I am sure.
You want to end up like him, I guess. Or maybe you can see how this ends.
I do not see this, but I do see.
Guide.
I see that savagery does not win.
Wouldn't you like to believe that?
I do not care.
You must be curious. It's like you. Imagine all those memories.
I have nothing to say to you.
Sabine grabs you by the arm, her nails embedding themselves into your flesh.
That's him. That's Roost. The man who abducted me and sold me to the Master. This is it. He knows where the Master is. My thanks.
Sabine walks up to Roost, a massive man who's looming over a small elf, his hair a tangle of matted knots. Scars upon scars cross every inch of visible flesh, from his hands to his gnarled face.
Roost Anlon, I've come to ask you a question.
His smile is nauseating.
You'll have to give me a kiss first. That's a tongue, too.
He laughs, the sound of a hiccuping demon choking on raw offal.
How vile and petty a thing you are.
Shut up! It's her I'm talking to. Sabine, I was wondering when I'd see you again. Knew the time would come after you broke Daddy's leash. Ha ha, yes. Been wondering when the Master's little pet would pick up my scent.
I know.
She winks at him.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Her casual dismissal of his insults seemed to unsettle him somewhat. Uncertainty sours his face.
How about we just cut to the chase? You are searching for your master. I know where he is. Them's the cards we're holding, and I've got all the aces up my sleeve.
A flash of the needle. With lightning speed, Sabine spears his hand. He howls with pain.
Strange. I see no cards whatsoever. The Master. Where is he? Not that you have to.
She twists the needle, making him squirm and scream.
On the island! He's on the island with no name!
Good boy.
She removes the needle. Roost suckles his wound with thick, slurping noises.
Where is the island? Tell me.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I'll take you there. I'm going to beat you. Like I did before, I'm going to bleed and bind you. And what's left of you, no more than a battered bit of meat, I'm going to deliver to the Master all over again. He'll be so glad to have his puppy back, even if she'll have lost some of her luster.
Do you know him? He hurt me.
I killed him slow. Preserve.
A massive man looms over a small elf, his hair a tangle of matted knots. Scars upon scars cross every inch of visible flesh. He slurps something into his mouth, thoughtfully chews for a moment, then spits it on the ground, where it lands with a sickly splat.
It don't work. For me, anyway. You try.
He offers her something round and slippery, like a wet, white marble in the palm of his hand.
I do not defile the dead.
Ain't you an elf?
We eat flesh to honor it, not to steal the secrets of the dead.
Secrets, they're no fun. Secrets, hurt someone.
Ifan clears his throat. Roost turns his face to you both and roughly wrenches the elf's jaw towards you as well.
Wow. Look at that, elf. The silver claw is back. Ifan, oh boy, you're losing your bloody touch. Your mark, Alexander, still draws breath. And my sources tell me he's headed somewhere called the Nameless Isle. I'll be setting sail there myself any day now to take him out. Your failure has put the reputation of all wolves at stake. But I suppose I might be swayed to forgiveness by the other little God-woken morsels you've brought me.
Stay away from the God-woken, Roost. They're mine.
Roost looks around shiftily and pats his pockets, but ignores your question.
Mouthy ones, aren't they, Ben Mist? Must have been a long journey here.
Ifan steps between you and Roost, head high and hands wide.
I can't let you take them, Roost. You know me. You know you can trust me. So believe me when I say this is bigger than any contract.
That's not how it works. Let the rest of the world worry about right and wrong, good and evil. We've always had a narrower focus, and that's not about to change now. We've had good times, Ben Mist. We've had bad times. But this is the best time of all. You just dancing a contract right into my lap. What else are friends for?
Roost moves to lunge at you, but Ifan is quicker. With 2 steps and 3 stabs, he slows Roost down, just long enough for you to draw your weapon.
I do not care.
You must be curious.
Do you know him? He hurt.
Like you. Imagine all.
Sabille grabs you.
That's him. That's Roost.
The man who abducted me and sold me to the Master. This is it. He knows where the Master is.
Her nails dig deeper. They draw blood.
Don't fail me now. If this turns out to be the moment I lost the Master's scent, you will.
Next, a hard slap across your cheek with the flat of her...
Like so. A short, sharp shock.
A massive man looms. He slurps.
It don't work.
He offers her...
I do not.
And you and
We eat.
Secret hurts.
Ifan clears his throat.
Wow. He's back.
Do you know he hurt?
Sabine grabs...
That's him. That's Roost. My thanks.
Sabine walks...
Roost and Lon.
His smile is no...
You'll have to give...
He laughs.
How vile.
Shut up, Sabine. Oh, yes.
I know.
She winks at him.
Let's try.
Her casual...
How about we...
A flash of the...
Strange. The Master. Where is he? Not that you...
She twists.
On the eye.
Good boy.
She removes the...
Where is the...
Oh, I'll do you. I'm going. He'll be so glad to have...
Well now, how's my...
He barks a laugh, teeth bared.
Look, I'm a simple man. Give me work I understand. Good company, open skies above me, and a boozy night in a tavern now and then. I'll be content. Only difference between being in the Order and being a lone wolf was that way back then I really believed in something. But it didn't exactly pay off. I mean, has belief ever paid off for you?
He nods somberly, tilting his head back and taking your measure. He smiles a small smile, but it doesn't quite reach his thoughtful eye.
I miss it. The belief. Maybe you can remind me what it's good for.
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Go on, then. We have to find the Master. Seems like all my life was about
She smirks quite joylessly.
You heard the way he spoke to me, didn't you? I don't think I'll lose any sleep over his violent demise. Roost. He was wickedness come to life. In his mind, we were nothing but things that squeal delightfully when tortured and ravished.
She looks at you intently, with searching, questioning eyes.
Does such a creature deserve anything less than death? Indeed. The name's on my left arm. Several I killed with pleasure. You saw what I did with Stingtail. You saw it made me feel good. You read the ecstasy in my eyes when I made Roost scream. I ask again, does a creature like me deserve anything less than death? I know you didn't. You only inadvertently did. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. Besides, you weren't wrong.
She holds up her needle and eyes it with the same searching, questioning look she gave you.
Beyond the blood hides nothing but a desire to be happy. I can only hope that is not too terrible a crime.
You made the bad man go away. You did it. He can't hurt.
The child smiles a ghostly gap-toothed grin and waves goodbye. The spirit's chest heaves in short, hard bursts. Its face is pinched into a tight sneer, fists balled up at its sides. It falls to its knees and grabs its matted hair in two fists, then rips. The spectral mats break away and reappear.
Shove your questions. Swallow nails, you.
He catches a string of spittle with the back of his hand and wipes it away as a malevolent grin spreads over his face.
God did. Do us all a favour and go die. Does it matter? They won't stop. Not till they're all dead. You can be sure of that. They ain't what you think. They'll do anything to survive. You'll get what's coming to you. The good guy. Everyone's their own good guy. You don't eat me. I eat you. I destroy you. You are nothing. You are shite under my shoe.
The Divine Order? What the devil? The contract seems to predate Alexander's ascension, too.
He's gone. It doesn't hurt anymore. You did it. You saved me from the bad man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If I could give you the biggest hug in the world, I'd give you the even bigger one. I love you.
The surface of the mirror ripples with a sickly haze. As you gaze into its surface, the haze forms shapes, and the shapes jerk into a figure. You see the outline of a skull, perhaps once an elf, though the flesh has all but rotted from his bones. What remains is the flat, dull colour of sick. Behind him march ornately clad Black Ring. The picture flickers, fades, then returns in full relief. Beneath the din of the marching soldiers, or perhaps alongside it, a voice snags in your mind, like a fishhook in an open eye. It makes a demand. Tell it if you killed another Godwoken. The image strains and flickers again. Each time it comes into focus, a dull ache squeezes your head like a vice, tighter, tighter, unbearably tight. The image flickers and fades to a hazy sheen once more, and the pressure vanishes. There's no denying what you saw. The Black Ring itself is hunting you, or at least paying others to do so. It's impossible to tell who might be working for them. You eye your companions.
Well, as a lone wolf with a standing contract to kill Godwoken, I trust you.
Only thing to do is keep your friends close. So close you'll be able to whip out a short blade in time, if they look at you funny.
Money makes blind. I wonder how many of you can still see the light of day.
The haze swirls and shimmers, but no shape takes... You are a young elf, very young. Still, the memories of eons dance inside you. You watch them like a play behind your eyelids. You are asleep in your family home when Roost's people steal in like a plague. A hand over your mouth, a hurried journey through the forests. You won't tell Roost how to find the others. The end comes quick. They tried to hide you. They put you in a cellar. They put you in a cave. They put you in the hills. They put you in a pit. In the end, Roost found you anyway. He tried to find your memories by drilling a hole in your skull. It didn't work, but you were finally free. You are running, running, running through a barren landscape. Brambles and weeds scratch at your ankles. Your heart is pumping acid, but you can't stop. Something catches you around the chest and you fall. The roughed ground scrapes burns into the flesh of your bare arms, your knees, your face, you as you skid to a stop. Footsteps approach. That's the Scion, a rough voice calls. Kill him.
know you come for me again. I know you do. I know I only have to wait. My people come for me. My mother, Sarias, the others. They take me away from there. But then the wolves come. Roost Anlon. He takes me and they cannot stop him. I am fine. I am fine when I return to my people. Do we return now? To the others? My people wait for me nearby. Yes, yes, thank you. Freedom. It is good to walk where one wants to walk. It is good to go where one wants to. Freedom. It is good to walk where one wants to walk. It is good to go where one wants to go.
He's gone. I guess this means I can leave. I hope the next place is better. This was a bad place. Bye, and thanks.
Reveal yourself.
whiff of chemistry assails you. The spirit of the Widowmaker gives you the broadest hook of a smile. You have set him free. He's ready to depart. He fades away, gone forever to the Hall of Echoes.
If Hardwin were to receive her head, it would make his day. I'll leave that with you.
He raises a hand in salute, then... The Fletcher trembles before the mass of bodies littering the camp, then looks you in the eyes.
They're dead. That means I can leave. A ship? A bit of sea air could be just what I need to relax. Decide what comes next.
He reaches for your hand and shakes it, his eyes smiling.
It's a deal. Must be moored off the Driftwood Harbour, right? I'll meet you there. Thank you.
Claim your fee in knowledge.
He holds out his hand, index finger forward. A spark crackles between you. Visions flash before your eyes, you using the air to cow your foes, or mastering water to leave them cold and helpless, or watching them fall as the earth moves beneath you.
Choose.
He touches the tip of his finger to yours. Your mind opens, and a secret of the air implants itself within you. He smiles.
Use it well.
He dips his head in thanks, raises his index finger to his temple to say goodbye, then vanishes into the ether. You hear the roar of fire. He turns his gaze towards the corpse of Lone Wolf Pigsbane. His peeping skull cracks into a grin. He turns to you and bows. The spirit's grin lingers as the spectral flames around him fade. Skin reforms around his skull. He is a handsome man with gentle eyes. He waves and vanishes.
Freedom. It is good.
We continue. We go on.
My baby, my girl, there you are.
Mother! Honored one, we have time to speak later, but first I must speak to Sabine. Too long do I keep silent, too long do I wait, no more. I long await this moment, Sabine. Finally we speak among tree and kin.
Sahela pats Sabile's right arm with a warm, motherly smile, but then her fingers run across the names tattooed upon her skin, and her blind eyes see it all. She pulls her hand back, as if scalded, shock temporarily overpowering her.
My child, what is wrong?
These names, they're the names of the dead, of the scions of our people.
I don't know. The names, they are scions.
Of course! Your servants, your champions, your worshippers. Do you not remember, Sabine?
You are the prime scion.
You're like I am, only far greater. I am but a limb, a branch where once there were many. You are the heart. You are the hope for our new homeland, the promise of our future, the very reason we do not give in to despair.
You speak falsehoods. If I were a scion, I'd know it. I'd feel it with every beat of my heart.
Your heart's been dulled. You're confused. You're conflicted. And all because...
Her darkened eyes scour her body with an uncanny intensity.
All because of this.
She reaches for Sabile's cheek with a sure hand and softly traces her scar with her thumb.
Careful.
Such unspeakable horror, this thing. I see all now. I figure who you are. The one we fear. The needle in the night. The scion that is scion killer. That is who you are, is it not?
Sabile's eyes close. You can only imagine the scenes of bloody murder she sees in her very own dark.
I was forced to.
You cause much grief. Diliana, Kuma, Silius, Mindaran, all the many others on your long, lean arm. Dead friends. They are dead because you run away. They are dead because you do not want to be the heart. Your fear is how Roost captures you. Your fear is how they scar you. The scar makes you kill scions. Without scions, all elves die. If all elves die, the fault is yours.
She grabs her brusquely, forces her face close to Sabile's.
You remember. My blind eyes make you see.
Sabile is forced to look into Sahela's murky white eyes. It looks like she's about to collapse. You can feel her drawing grateful strength from your support.
I saw it all. Me, the prime scion, destined to be the heart that pulses at the center of all ancestor trees. But the great mother tree spoke of death and domination. I hated her, fled from her, only to end in a strange land among unkind strangers. First there was Roost, then the Master.
She smiles and strokes your cheek.
Thank you.
But we understand not.
We demand you be the heart.
You are the greatest of us all. The prime scion. We need you. You must go to the nameless isle where the mother tree roots.
She is sick with fog that undid so many. She is dying. We've need of a new mother. Of you. Your advice is unwanted.
No, it is not.
Sabile is her own calm self again. Her eyes trace a bird of prey, black against blue in the sky.
The mother, the master. We'll see. It is not a decision for today.
But the nameless isle awaits. The great mother calls you with every breath of wind that rustles through her leaves.
Heed her call, Sabile. It rustles for you. You are a new mother to us all. The heart that beats in our every chest.
To be the heart, or to be heartless? Is that it? Wouldn't count your chickens just yet.
My dearest friend, the one who saves me.
You give us everything.
Thank you for helping me. Without you, I am already dead.
You save us all. My girl is back. Our scion is back.
I know what you need, and I can help you. We can help you.
She crouches down, placing a hand on the earthen ground.
Can you hear them? Their roots stretch beneath us, even now. We continue.
And kill the locals all. My baby, my girl, there you are.
Mother! Honored one, we have time. I long.
Sahela, then she pulls her.
My child.
These names. They're the... Of course.
You are...
You're like... You are the... You speak. Your heart speaks.
Her darkened...
All because...
She reaches for
Careful.
Such an... I see. That is...
Sabile's...
You caused... They are... Your fear is...
She grabs her.
You remember...
Sabile is forced to look in. You can feel her...
I saw it. But the great Mother Tree...
She smiles and...
Thank you.
But we understand.
We demand...
You are...
She is sick with fog that undid so many. She is dying. We've need of a new mother. Of your advice.
No, it is not.
Sabile is her own calm self.
The mother.
But the name...
Heed her call.
To be the heart, or to be heart?
My dearest friend. The one...
You give us...
Thank you for helping me. Without...
You save us.
I know what you need. And I can help you. We can help you.
She crouches down, placing a hand on the earthen ground.
Can you hear them? Their roots stretch beneath us, even now. Yes, they are cut down, destroyed and defiled. But our roots run deeper than any know. Our roots cross the world many times over. I will link you. You will hear them. They will feed you, increase the source in you, increase the power.
She leans toward you, her veiled eyes directed toward the ground. The slightest of smiles plays over her lips, then vanishes.
A space inside you clears. You have room for more source. You have room for more everything. You have room for the whispers of the trees. Hold your hand to the ground.
Heal your wounds. We need you standing.
I hold my hand over yours. We breathe together. We call the spirit of the trees to us. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale.
With each in-breath, the voices flutter in, whispers at first, then gentle murmurs like water over rocks. The wind of the voices enters you as you and Sahala breathe together. It travels down your throat, into your belly, around your heart. Suddenly, your blood runs icy cold, then warms again. Each breath makes you stronger. The voices fortify you, quicken your pulse, make a space in your heart where, yes, a great power can inhabit you. You exhale, and the voices, all but one, no louder than a whisper, flutter away. The space within you remains.
It is the voice of the trees, of the mother. It will remain with you now. I hear it too, beautiful and strong. Yours will grow if you let it. It will shrink if you do not. We are connected now, you and I. You and all our kind.
I give you something too. A thanks.
Take this spear. It destroys evil. It helps you. You help us more than you know. We make arrangements. We travel soon. I must meet someone who can help us. I say no more than this, but I do wish you good luck. And perhaps we meet again someday.
Feels like there's fire in my blood. I've never imagined such power.
Once more, you feel your soul expand with raw source. Deep inside, your god calls for you again. You should perform the Meister's ritual one last time, here or in Siva's vault.
I see the good in you. Our scion is with us in this moment, so in this moment we leave this place. I see the good in you. I see the bad in you. I see the all of you. I see the good.
You protect me. You save me. You are my light. It is a gift. A gift so great I sometimes wonder if I am worthy to bear it. I see my people safe again, thanks to you.
Yield or not, I fight.
I see the good in you. I see the bad in you. I see the all of you. We see you well, good friend. We wish you well upon your road.
We count a victory today, and we count a friend in you. Sahala is with us. I see the good in you. I see the bad in you. I see the all of you.
The tree-form spirit slowly becomes aware of you once more.
I see you.
Thank you for your help, friend.
You save us all. You save us all.
The ghostly elf stands protectively over. You are a warrior, proud. Before you, a statue reaches her arms blindly for the sun-drenched skies. The shadows of the pillars around her dance and weave, wreathing her in their dark embrace. As you step closer to the statue, you feel the most comforting warmth emanating from her, as if millennia of sunlight had soaked into her stone, just waiting for this moment, just waiting for you. He looks up from his map.
I notice that I've yet to receive your warm...
He recoils in disgust. But then, recognizing her face, he grins.
It's a grim day that such gore would bring me pleasure. But Helen Everhart's death was wrong, and this goes some way to righting it. Please, allow me to reward you.
Who shall avenge you, darling one?
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Buying or selling?
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Freeze. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Executes 24 noblemen for insubordination! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire! Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprit still at large!
Nothing good. Boy woken her everywhere. Thank you goodbye, you're
Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
How you holding up?
not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire! Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprit still at large! Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
I'm approaching this.
Some sorcery in the face, nasty Dalek. I'm going to send you to be cured, sorcerer.
It's the dwarves. They're hiding him. I know they are.
And Joe's mum until you're cured.
I'm Alexander. You're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Oh, I'm always the sorcerer.
Come on. Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
How you holding up?
Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprits still at large!
Back for a return visit, are you?
Keeping it together, Free? I'm alright, as long as I don't think too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Yep.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Tell me.
Until later.
Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course. The Meister's back. She doesn't...
What? You have a...
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world. As the world fades away, you lose all sense.
champion! You've come not a moment too soon. It's here! Even here! We must hurry now. We must race toward the well with all the determination of the eagle diving for its prey. Your prey lies on a far-off shore, at the heart of the Nameless Isle. It is a place no one can reach unless their soul becomes their compass.
He places a hand over your heart, and you suddenly feel it, an unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
I'm sorry to tell you, but there is no such way. The battle for Divinity is about to begin in earnest. The other gods and their chosen will try to outflank us, just like we must outflank them.
But I will be with you. I will guide you, stand by you. I will watch as you drink from the wellspring, and as its source surges into you.
The void will be overcome, and you will be the god of gods. The end is nigh. Don't fail us now. The Nameless Isle awaits you. The Nameless Isle awaits you. Divinity will soon be yours.
Here lies Ermin Kringus, faithful overseer. Here lies a loyal man who wished to remain anonymous. Here lies Jonah Freed, lifelong woodsman.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
You're back! Of course. Told you I would, didn't I? Sure thing.
Here lies Jonah Freed, lifelong woodsman. Here lies a loyal man who wished to remain anonymous, faithful overseer.
Fine day for a walkabout, don't you think? A fair point. But a good imagination can get you far, I tell you. You have yourself a pleasant day now. Here. Sure as Mama Morris died of a toilet spider. Only oversaw the place for dang near 50 years after all. Now, in my day, we were a proper mill turning around half a ton of timber by the day. No mean feat for an operation this size, I tell you. Had to shut her after the last of the elf raids, though. They were brutal. Can't say I blame them, what with how quick we were turning over those trees of theirs. But a fellow's gotta make a living, you know. Me? Oh no, sock spider. Not much, no. Never met him myself. I do know they rigged this place to holy high heaven just after settling in, though. Some folks are very private. Oh, I doubt it. We mostly supplied the divine order, see? They couldn't get enough of the stuff. To an elf, maybe. To me, it meant food on the table and enough gold to pay the doctor. Never know when a hat spider'll get you. Bye now. Ah, so very nice to see you again. Hope you're enjoying this gorgeous weather. You look like you deserve it, huh? You can talk to him? Odd. What interesting. Did the tree have a message for me? What now? Hey, kiddo, you're talking crazy. It's a tree, not a person. Even if it used to be a person, it ain't anymore. You been licking tree toads? Ah, so odd. What? Did the tree have a message for me? What now? Hey, you been wait. Stop, please. No, not like this. Not like this.
I feel it instantly. A great peace. He is gone. The one who destroys me. I am free again. Thank you.
The log takes a breath. A great slab of the finest livewood bark slides free, ornate and glowing with sauce. It is the spirit's gift to you, a second skin. The wounded bark heals.
I see them on the other side.